music to my ears.
Yes, indeed.
One more time. Hello again, everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside. Son of a gun, we're ready to go with what's going to be a dynamite day today, David.
I think you're right. We're going to have in here the international champion. We'll be looking at some interesting tape involving him, and also Bota the Witch Doctor, and much more.
Hey, I'll tell you one thing that we've got. We got a whale of a lot of doggone good videos, brand new ones I think everybody's going to enjoy. Let's take a look at some of the people that'll be appearing on Championship Wrestling today. Coco Ware was involved. PYT was scheduled to go against Travis and Sexton. Coco Ware was involved in a situation where his partner could not wrestle. He ended up going against both Travis and Sexton in single matches. I want you to take a look at some of this highlight film right here.
This one underway. It was originally scheduled to be a $2,000 challenge with Ron Sexton and Northern Austin against Coco Ware and Northern Austin, but a little change, Lance.
Yeah, Coco came up to us, Randy, and said this was a match where Buddy Wayne had put up $2,000 for a return match after PYT had defeated Travis and Sexton, and he put up the $2,000 to get a return match. Coco came up and said Norvell was going to be unable to wrestle tonight, apparently having suffered an injury in a recent bout. He did say, I will wrestle one of them. Buddy Wayne insisted they were a tag team. Coco pulled down, dragged off of it. He's now dumped down on the concrete again, and Buddy Wayne kicking him while the referee is arguing with Travis. Ron Sexton flies across the air and drops on him with a knee. Travis, good solid right hand. Coco trying to shake it off. Here he comes back. Firing away. Big right hand. Coco Ware, mean son of a gun, but one whale of an athlete. Look at that drop kick. Boy, a picture book. What timing. He caught him right as he uncoiled. Beautifully. A whip into it. Coco shakes him, rushes him in, rolls him up. 1, 2, 3, got him. And right away, Sexton jumps in the ring, and here's the second match. Power slam from Sexton. 1, 2, and Coco kicks out right at the 3 count. Coco Ware, because of the 2-on-1 situation, has picked up a lot of support from the fans. He's dumped on the concrete by Sexton. Buddy Wayne zeroes in. And again, the referee tied up with there's a whip. Misses the elbow. He got him in a small package. Did he get him? He did. The referee says he got him on the 3 count. comes in, we're about ready to go with our opening bout here in the studio, Dave.
Football 15-minute time limit match. I tell you what, Coco's got the crowd going here. Introducing first, though, from Mississippi at 212 pounds, over on the right of your screen, that's Jerry Garman. Going against him at 222 pounds from Union City, Tennessee, Coco Ware. This match will be one fall, 15-minute time limit. Your referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, we're about ready to get with it as Coco strips off the jacket and the headband and so forth. One fall, 15 minutes. Jerry Garman, wrestling out of Mississippi, the opposition today. And he's got some tough opposition, to say the very least, in Coco Ware. Tangle it up, Dave.
Tell you what, he's got some very tough competition. Coco Ware has perhaps the finest drop kick in professional wrestling. Certainly one of the best. Not using the drop kick. He jumping up and down on his face here. Jerry Garman out of Mississippi. We've seen him here before, a young wrestler. Nowhere near the experience. That power slam by Coco, devastating. Garman now up in the air. There's a cover. 1, 2, and 3. And wow.
Buddy, when that brain buster is put on you by Coco, that's all you all.
That wraps it up just about every time, and it did this time in 41 seconds. The brain buster, the count of 3, and Coco Ware walks out of here with a victory.
Garman never got started in there as Coco took care of business in a hurry. 41 seconds, and he is dazed and staggered as he goes out. We got a brand new look at the world's tallest wrestler, Big John. Let me start off with a reminder that coming up at the Clay County Fair at Flora, Illinois on Tuesday, July the 30th, championship wrestling action will be right there. Want to talk about Wednesday night where the action's going to be something else. 8-man tag match. We got a cage match and a Southern heavyweight title match with Big John Harris challenging Bota.
Yeah, first off, we have an 8-man tag match, which I am the captain of the team, which that has no concern to me at all, as we'll beat those other 4 guys we have to wrestle. My main concern is Bota against Big John Harris.
7'7".
7'7", over 500 pounds. Big John Harris, Bota's going to chop you down to size. If he's got to chop you once, if he's got to chop you 30 times to bring you down to his size, he intends to do that. One other thing, Mr. Big John Harris, I want you to watch out for. If we have to, we're going to burn you. We'll burn you right down to size. So I want you to come right on out to Evansville and beat Bota the Witch Doctor if you think you can do it.
He'll be out there. Don't you dare worry about that. And when you get to there at Evansville on Wednesday night at the Coliseum, a cage match. Can you imagine the Fabulous Ones and the Sheepherders inside a cage?
Cage. It's about bloody time. You know what they'll be doing? Every time we get in the ring, they take the fight all the way to the dressing room. And you know what happens when we get there? There's like the likes of you and other people around that stop us from going out and continue the bloody battle. And you know it. Okay, now the battle is inside a cage, Fabulous Ones, and it's going to end inside that cage, and we're going to walk out because that's our backyard, whether it's got a fence around it or not. And there's only one way you can get out of it, if we take your head and shove it right through that bloody cage. Your Yankee faces are going to look like this, and all your little girlfriends won't like ya. No more Yank.
Wednesday night in Evansville, all of that will be inside the cage along with Stan and Steve, the Fabulous One. Wow, what a night of action. You better be there.
One fall, 15-minute time limit match coming up. Jim Jamison out of Memphis, Tennessee at 216 pounds will be going against, from Chicago, at 235 pounds, former referee Tom Branch. This match, one fall, 15-minute time limit. Your referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, Calhoun says you ready, and here we go. Bell time. And we, because it's the most recent look that we had at him, we talk about Tom Branch being a former referee. I guess really we ought to say wrestler and referee, because he has had considerable experience in the ring.
Actually, much more experience as a wrestler than as a referee, but he still comes out with that striped shirt on as a warm-up jacket.
Jim Jamison hit in with him, and Branch with a weight advantage, firing him back on a couple of occasions here. Once again, they tie it up, and Jamison going with a broad arm, and the crowd likes that as they're pounding, as they see Jamison pounding away. Boy, and look at Jamison unload on Tom Branch. In the corner, whipped across the ring, and Jamison comes in with a knee. Big right hand, and now he fires Branch. Oh, what? Oh. Jim leaned over for the backdrop, and Branch held up on the ropes and kicked him right smack in the face, dumped him down, and now he's working on him.
Branch following with that broad arm across the back, then bends him backwards across the ropes, using the right hand, double fist, forearm. Ooh, Jamison ducks under.
Put him around the throat with that clothesline, it looked like, and the referee warns him about using the hair to pick him up. Suplex. Down for 1 and 2 and 3. That is all she wrote for that particular match.
Well, one thing Tom Branch said on the way in, it wasn't going to last long. It didn't. A minute 38 seconds the time as Branch gets the victory.
Golly, I'll tell you, a quick one for Tom Branch. Is he a little more impressive than than we thought he might be in there against Jim. Talking about impressive, we got a brand new Fabulous Ones video. All right, let's go to Excitement City and see Stan and Steve. 60 seconds of your time, my friend, to tell you all about all of the action coming up around the territory. We've already mentioned earlier that Tuesday, July the 30th, at the Clay County Fair, Flora, Illinois, Championship Wrestling coming. Also, Thursday, August the 15th at Owensboro at the Sports Center, and Thursday the 22nd, Beaver Dam, Kentucky. Ought to be a whale of an action, all of those places. You be sure and get there. Now, Wednesday night, you know what kind of action there's going to be in the Coliseum. Opening bout's going to be Jerry Jarrett against Bill Smithson, Yamamoto against Terry Adonis, Tom Branch against Coco Ware, Man Mountain Link goes against Jerry Oski, and then they all come back in an 8-man match with Man Mountain Link, Branch, Smithson, and Adonis against Yamamoto, Jarrett, Ware, and Oski, and then a cage match. Picture Stan and Steve, the fabulous ones, inside that cage with Jonathan Boyd and Rip Morgan, the Sheepherders, followed by a Southern heavyweight title. Big John challenges Bota.
This tide in this championship has turned to Lawler. Lawler in control. We've seen Lawler put 100 of them away with the fist drop, but Leak out of the way. The bad break as Lawler makes one of his very few mistakes, but Leak makes a mistake. Count of 1, 2, 3, count him. We have a new Mid-American champion. 11 minutes, 35 seconds.
Okay, the action will be in the ring as Jerry Lawler comes out victorious over Man Mountain Link. He'll be in here live going against Benny Traylor in our next bout. Don't forget, our final main event today will be Phil Hickerson in the spoiler against Tojo Yamamoto and Jerry Jarrett. That's our big expiration of time tag match. And here it comes, the King.
This match is going to be one fall, 15-minute time limit. Introducing from Mississippi at 211 pounds, Benny Traylor over on the left of your screen. Going against him from Memphis, Tennessee, 234 pounds, the King, Jerry Lawler. One fall, 15-minute time limit match. Referee, Jerry Calhoun.
Jerry's sporting that Mid-America belt, and of course he's proud of that, but still in the back of his mind, he's always got that AWA Southern Heavyweight Championship belt on his mind. Bota, the Witch Doctor, currently has it. Bell time, and here we go.
The King, a heavy favorite going in here. Benny Traylor, a young wrestler out of Mississippi. Again, we have seen him a couple of times. He has been here on Championship Wrestling, but has nowhere near the experience as this man right here, the King, Jerry Lawler. Lawler, Traylor up in the air. A suplex and a big one. Lawler back on his feet. Very quickly picks up Benny Traylor. Traylor off the ropes, the upper arm, and Lawler sends him sprawling on the mat.
A little earlier we saw Jerry Garman, and we have seen Garman and Traylor together as a tag team, and they're a pretty good young aggressive team, but both of them today look like they're going against somebody with just too much experience.
They have, there's a cover, and the count is 1, 2, and 3. After the smash off the ropes, 54 seconds, and a hand raise to the King, Jerry Lawler.
Didn't take very much time. We got a new video on Jerry. We want you to take a look at it right now.
Man
This match is going to be one fall, 15-minute time limit. For Memphis, Tennessee, at 235 pounds, David Haskins, and going against him from the Maury Islands at 226 pounds, with Tom Branch in his corner, Bota, the Witch Doctor. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Referee will be Jerry Calhoun.
Bota taking off the limited attire that he had on in addition to his tights. Starts right away before the bell really got the beat out real good. Bota was chopping away on David Haskins. David waiting, I guess, for a conventional start, but there is nothing about the Master of Fire that is conventional. It is totally unorthodox, and as we said, untamed. Big slam on Haskins, and here, Bota digging down. Haskins out of the way, comes right around to pick him up.
David Haskins with a body slam on Bota. Haskins has it going. Can he keep it going? The backdrop goes after him. He was going for the cover. Bota moved. He gets him back. Count of 2. Can't make it stick.
We've mentioned previously about Bota. Whoop! Clothesline. So much of his offense is made up of martial arts material just like that. We don't know exactly where he got that training, but he sure shows a lot of it, and very good.
There's a cover. 1. Whoops. 1 count. He cannot make it stick. David Haskins. Roll the shoulder up. Haskins with a drop kick. Haskins with a slam and a cover. 1, 2. Can't make it stick. Boy, Haskins looking good here.
David a little too anxious to go for that pin, I think, Dave. He hadn't really got him set up for a pin or in a position. Wow. Dusts that one off.
That ended that right there. Count of 3. Wow. Minute 52 seconds. No doubt about it. He was coming off the ropes, and Bota kneeled him. And he just slid to the mat and stayed there for the 3 count.
Bota with a good chop in there, but he took advantage of the slingshot effect off the ropes, and he nailed Haskins, put him down. David having a hard time getting his breath back at it. Well, I'll tell you one thing that that was an interesting match was the rematch of Terry Taylor, Phil Hickerson. Phil won in Jackson, Tennessee. Taylor had been booked for an international championship match there. Phil slipped up on the blind side of him, and Taylor says he stole the title from him. They had a rematch for that international title. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of it. One fall, 60-minute time limit, international heavyweight title match. Terry Taylor, the most recent holder until he lost it to Big Phil Hickerson. Hickerson defending tonight. Taylor in a return match. Here's Randy Hales. Randy?
Thank you, Lance. I'm really looking forward to this one because I was at the action at the Jackson Coliseum in Jackson, Tennessee when Phil Hickerson won the title. And I think that Terry Taylor, fine move by Terry right then. And Phil's complaining about the hair. Taylor is really justified in demanding a return match. Hickerson, we saw it clear, took a chain from his tights and really caught Taylor with it and got the count of 3. This match is taking place as a return. Since his return to the championship wrestling area, Hickerson picks him up. Taylor slips by. Hickerson tries it again. Taylor slips again. He picks him up this time. Taylor does it. He slams him down. Good move by Taylor. You can't say that Terry Taylor can't wrestle.
Oh, boy, what a fine athlete this young fella is. Guilford College, North Carolina, football player, collegiate wrestler, and you can see all of his skills as he has honed them over the past year and a half on the international trail. But he is going against one of the truly rugged guys. We say guys are rugged, a lot of them, and they are. But this guy, Hickerson, has been to the wars in every kind of championship, primarily tag team, that you can name. He can go. Let's watch him.
Shoulder smash by Taylor. Put Hickerson down. Here he comes again. Hickerson tries for the hip toss. Taylor tries to set him to take him down. He's holding him. And now he got his shoulders down, count of one. One count, all he could get. Taylor had trouble with that size to get him down. Takes him down again and hooks that arm bar. Hickerson can hurt you. He drives a knee to the midsection. He fires Taylor in, but Taylor goes for the sunset flip, count of one, and Hickerson breaks it up. Whoa. And Taylor down. And Hickerson very pleased with himself as Taylor's taking some punishment here. Referee warns about the hair. Hickerson not paying any attention, and he slams him hard. Drives to the midsection. And Taylor's trying to get back in the match. Big right hand. Hickerson sent into the turnbuckle. He comes down, and he caught him with a clothesline that put Taylor down. And he's going for the pin. Count of one, count of two, and Taylor kicked out.
But you think Hickerson doesn't know that if he gets disqualified, he keeps the belt. But Taylor's staying right after him. Uh-oh, there he goes. Phil, there's that quick move you would never expect from a man that size. And now he's smart enough to say, start counting on him. Ooh. You could hear that right hand and the crowd do the same thing it affected us at. Woo. Boy, he hammered him. Count of 1, 2, 3. He got him. Ooh, yeah, coming up, 6 big matches on a full card Wednesday night right here in Evansville. I'll get to it in just a second. Again, I'd like to remind you on Tuesday, July the 30th, Clay County Fair, Flora, Illinois. Championship Wrestling coming your way. Yeah, 6 matches, including an 8-man tag match. It'll have Yamamoto, Jarrett Ware, and Oski against Man Mountain Link, Branch, Smithson, and Adonis. A cage match. The Fabulous Ones going against the Sheep Herders. By golly, I'll tell you what, that is just going to let it all hang out when it's all compact right inside a ring, Steve.
Well, Lance, all I want to say is, you know, we listened to the interviews from the Sheep Herders, and Jonathan Boyd came out here and stated the reason we're in a cage match in this confrontation is because the Fabulous Ones keep running. Well, you know, talk is cheap, and Jonathan Boyd does a lot of cheap talking. First of all, we're not running from anybody, Sheep Herders. We're running at you, if anything, because constantly, time and time again, we've stepped in the ring with you and had some of the toughest matches we've ever had in our career. Well, that's a challenge. That's a challenge to myself, and that's a challenge to my partner, to get in there and be able to withstand the punishment y'all have dealt out. Well, now what it boils down to, it's gotten so far out of hand that the promotion can't seem to handle it. Referees have been hurt, other wrestlers have been hurt being involved, and now there's a cage around us. Well, that cage is done for one thing, and that's so nobody can leave the ring and nobody can come into the ring, and that's just the way we like it. So in Evansville, if you're planning on seeing anybody run, there's not going to be a chance. We're going to be face-to-face. It's going to be 2-on-2, and these two right here are going to be the winners.
That makes it immediate when that cage around the ring.
It's going to be World War III, Lance. Let me tell you something, guys. You act like animals, well, you're going to be caged like animals, too. And Steve and I don't like to be caged up. But we're going to do it. We're going to do it right there in Evansville for one reason and one reason only, and that's to kick your butts. You think you're ugly now? You ain't seen nothing yet, you guys. Your face is going to look like pulp when we get through with it.
Look it up. I think every now and then all of us like to look back and take a look at some of the things that provide pleasant memories and some of them not so pleasant memories. We got a brand new video that has Tojo and Jarrett in it. Before we see him in the ring, let's take a look at this right now.
Misty watercolor
and Jarrett, and they've got their work. Plenty of it today with Spoiler and Hickerson. Let's have the official introductions, David.
This match will go to the expiration of time, introducing at a total weight of 434 pounds from Japan, Tojo Yamamoto, and from Nashville, Tennessee, Jerry Jarrett. Going against him at a total weight of 521 pounds from parts unknown, the Spoiler, and from Jackson, Tennessee, Phil Hickerson. This match will be to the expiration of time. Referee Jerry Calhoun.
Okay, Calhoun having some last words, saying 1 in, 1 out. Let's get it started with at least just 2 people in there. A little conversation between the Spoiler and Hickerson. Who will it be? Jarrett starting on that side, Hickerson on this side, bell time, and we are off and running.
And not a rookie in the bunch. All of them veterans standing in there.
Got that
Spoiler
right.
in the corner. Phil Hickerson against Jerry Jarrett. Tojo Yamamoto in Jarrett's corner. Hickerson with a clean break. He backs away, both hands in the air, saying, all right. Phil Hickerson, big and powerful and mean. Jarrett reverses it, back on the ropes. Jerry Jarrett breaks away. Referee says on the ropes, back up. He does. Phil Hickerson walking slowly. Looks at the corner. Word for the Spoiler, his partner. Jarrett. Nice takedown as he puts Hickerson down on the mat. Worked an arm lock out of it. Ooh, Hickerson just powered Jarrett down to the mat. Used his size to force him down. Hickerson with a tremendous weight advantage on Jerry Jarrett and a height advantage on Jerry. Hickerson leans through the ropes. Jerry Jarrett breaks the hold he had on the left arm. About a minute and a half into it, and it's been all Jarrett and Hickerson so far. Only 2 men to be in the ring. Hickerson around behind. Jarrett getting careful with him. Slips out of it, reverses. Hickerson through the ropes again, and Jarrett has to give up. Well, it could have been the makings of a hold there. Hickerson a bit upset. Jarrett, of course, much faster than Phil Hickerson as far as moving on his feet. Middle of the ring again. Hickerson around behind, waist locks him, takes him down to the mat.
Talking about the speed, though, David, we've said it a jillion times, I know, but I never cease to be amazed at the speed that Hickerson has. Now, you look at him, and he just does not look like he can hardly move around, but, boy, he can go.
He does. He weighs in at 259. He's huge, but I think I've remarked before, he has the fastest right hand. He unloads that right fist quicker than anybody I've ever seen. Standing wrist lock here. Boy, he's got some power to put on that, too. That downward force. Jarrett trying to force his way up and over with a hold to his advantage. He does it. Hooks his leg behind Hickerson's foot and put him on the mat. Jarrett kept the arm tied up. Hickerson went for the ropes, and that'll break that hold.
Noticing the partners of each of the participants in the ring, they are intent on what's happening inside that ring. Phil stops to have a word with the Spoiler, Yamamoto. He's over there, as he always does, keeping a very close eye on his protege, Jerry Jarrett, and ready to offer the help. Good scissors. Jarrett went down and scissored Phil, pitched him forward, slips over the back.
He waited till Hickerson had committed himself and then used that momentum to get Hickerson off his feet, kind of let his own body weight take him on down to the mat. Good move, smart move by Jerry Jarrett.
Hickerson a little apparently upset that he was trapped like that by Jarrett. Backs him into the ropes. Now there's where he has a distinct advantage. But look at that. He misses the right. Jarrett goes under, comes up, takes the arm, snaps him over, and Phil misses another big right hand.
Hickerson upset that he had missed. And again, he went for the ropes to get the hold broken. Now a full-fledged conference over in their corner.
Phil doesn't want to come out of there yet. He hadn't felt like that he's looked good in the last couple of exchanges. He still wants a crack at Jarrett in there. Phil being warned about those hands doubled up. Tied up, standing side, a headlock, Jarrett.
Jarrett putting some heat on. Hickerson picks him up. Jarrett stayed with him and takes him down to the mat. Shoulders are not down. Right shoulder is up off the mat, so the referee does not start the count. We're a little over 5 minutes into this fall. Jarrett again with a headlock. Had success with it a moment ago. This time Hickerson picks him up, takes him over, and just drove him into the turnbuckle. Spoiler with a broad arm. It's going to be the spoiler against Jerry Jarrett. Jarrett being choked by the spoiler. He's got that hand wrapped around his throat. Now fires him into the ropes. Jarrett goes for the cover. May should have gone for the tag on Tojo there. Don't know. Second guessing him, but there he goes for the tag. And here's Tojo.
He heard you, Dave.
It's Tojo and the spoiler going at each other. Hickerson in there. Tojo with the chops after him, too. Jerry Jarrett presses him down to the mat. Might be it. No, Phil Hickerson sits down on him. Jarrett looked like he had the spoiler possibly in a position to get the 3 count, but Phil Hickerson dropped down right on top of him. And the spoiler grabs Jarrett while Jarrett's still on the mat. 6.5 minutes gone in the first fall.
Spoiler with the arm has it barred Jarrett down, face down, as a matter of fact. 6.5 minutes passed, and expiration of time. We've still got 3 or 4 minutes to go in terms of our expiration of time. Jarrett being moved around by Hickerson, and Jerry trying to get up, get to his feet, was jerked back down, tagged from the spoiler to Hickerson. Phil now takes up the bar on the arm of Jerry Jarrett. And the spoiler takes back over as Yamamoto, out of reach, can do nothing. Hickerson waiting in the corner to exchange should the spoiler need it or want it. Jarrett pushing his way up, trying to get himself in a position to get over to Tojo. And Tojo, always alert, always. Look at here. Jarrett nails one, and Tojo says, that's away. Go get him.
Great example of how involved Tojo is in the match over in the corner. Jarrett got Hickerson off his feet, but Hickerson hooked his left leg, and Jarrett could not make a move to the corner. The spoiler right there. They're trying to keep Jerry away from the corner, away from the tag on Tojo. Keep him in the ring and keep working on him.
Right at a minute and a half to go in our expiration of time, Dave. Maybe a little more than that.
Hickerson stalking back and forth in his corner. Jarrett has the spoiler up on his back. Starting to the corner, but Phil Hickerson hit him with a right fist in the head before he could get over there for the tag. Hickerson and the spoiler. Spoiler has stepped out now, and Phil Hickerson takes over. Bar on the left arm. That hold is not doing so much damage, but you can see Phil Hickerson there knows that what he is doing is keeping Jarrett away from the corner, away from the tag on Tojo Yamamoto. We're coming up on the 10-minute mark in this match. Tag made by Hickerson. He's kept Jarrett over in the corner, holding him by the hair as the spoiler comes in.
Our time running out right now on it as we are right down to the wire. There's a tag on Hickerson. Hickerson and Spoiler still holding on Jarrett. And with that slam, that's all she wrote. Time is up. We're not going to have time to continue it. We've still got a break to get in. No. We're gonna have to take time out. We're gonna be back after we check the clock with a final comment or so. Whee! Boy, that was a dandy.
Boy, I tell you, I didn't know if we were going to get him out of the ring there or not.
Yeah,
a few minutes to get
kept
him
on
separated.
and on. Jerry is over making a tag. I don't think he really realized it because he had taken quite a beating in there that it was all over with because he went over and tagged Tojo after the bell had already sounded and all.
Emotion still running high in here. And I
right.
think in a match, we've seen it several times here, most of the time, I guess, when time runs out in a match, that's not very satisfying to either team.
No.
They like a resolution in there, and of course didn't get it as time ran out. In the opening match, it was Coco Ware in here going against Jerry Garman. Coco won it. Coco in total control. 41 seconds was the time on the match as Coco takes home the victory. Tom Branch going against Jim Jameson. In this one, it was Tom Branch pretty much all the way. Jim Jameson never really had much chance as Branch nailed him early and kept him under control. And Jerry Lawler defeating Benny Traylor in 54 seconds.
We had short matches today. Boy, there was they just were caught, bam, and that was it. All, and particularly in two matches right there, they never really had a chance. Garman and Traylor really never had a chance to get off the mat, hardly.
That's true. Lawler just came out, took care of business, won the match, and went on, proved he was a king, I guess. He won in under a minute. Then it was Botha, the witch doctor, the master of fire, and here going against David Haskins. Now, in this one, Haskins had moments in the match when he was really looking good, but in the end, I think it was, it was, of course, the tremendous advantage that Botha has in experience and just viciousness, but also experience played a part in there as Haskins went in a little too early on a couple of things, and
couple of times he tried to go for the pin too quick, and that's something that I guess is a matter of instinct, and sometimes you can do that, try too quick, and it may have cost him in this situation.
Yeah, Botha wins it in a little under 2 minutes. Then Phil Hickerson and the spoiler going against Tojo Yamamoto and Jerry Jarrett. Good match, had the makings of a good match from the beginning, and it was indeed. It went to the time limit just under 10 minutes time, and the time did expire. It's a draw, no winner.
Son of a gun, it was a good day today, and I want to tell you, Dave, good to have you back here after a week's vacation, and we'll be looking for everybody back next week. Till we see you at that time, for Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than this station, namely the promoters of Championship Wrestling.